Getaway, High-Speed Roman 2. The Getaway, High-Speed Roman 2 is a 1992 pinball game by Steve Ritchie. It is a sequel to 1986's High Speed. Description: The Getaway is almost identical to its predecessor, with the following changes. Dot matrix display resolution, 128x32. The plunger is replaced with a gearshift. A small elevated loop, fed by the left ramp and fitted with a magnetic ball accelerator called the supercharger. Some of the targets in the upper playfield were moved slightly to make room for the new ramp. This game uses the song Lagrange by ZZ Top for its main gameplay song. Gameplay: There are two main objectives in the game. Run the red light, lock the three balls by first hitting all three stoplight targets of the same color, first green, then yellow, and finally red, and then shooting the left loop or the small inner loop to lock the ball. After the final lock, multi-ball will start. Super jackpots can then be lit by shooting into the supercharger and scored by shooting the left loop or the small inner loop. Redline Mania: repeated shots to the outer loops increase the RPM reading on the tachometer display in the center of the playfield. When the reading reaches an indicated threshold, the player can collect an award by using the gearshift lever. The sequence is as follows: First gear, 3 million. Second gear, hold bonus. Third gear, light video mode. Fourth gear, supercharger mode. Fifth gear, light Redline Mania. The last of these must be collected by shooting the supercharger. Redline Mania is a normal multi-ball, except that no loops are required to light the initial jackpot. All targets are worth 500K, and the super jackpot begins at 100M with no corresponding increase in the number of loops required to light it. It's generally best to collect Redline Mania after lighting the extra ball on the freeway, because you cannot light it after collecting Redline Mania. Because the super jackpot is so much more valuable in Redline Mania, it's very important to get the regular jackpot out of the way, preferably on one of the two free shots you'll get either from the hideout or the auto plunger, depending on whether or not any balls were actually locked, and then shoot for lighting and collecting the 100M super jackpot as if it were the regular jackpot. If you've previously collected a 100M super jackpot or higher, the starting value for the super jackpot in Redline Mania will be 25M more than the highest collected super jackpot value. Secondary objectives: Freeway, either in lane, will light the corresponding outer loop for a freeway reward. The fifth freeway will light extra ball in the tunnel. If 5 extra balls have been earned during game, a score award is given thereafter. Tunnel: the tunnel is used for various purposes. Collect burn rubber, lit by shifting into a higher gear. Collect extra ball, score award is given if 5 extra balls are won during game. Collect video mode, driving game. Collect helicopter bonus only after scoring a jackpot during multi-ball. Increase tunnel shots results in a special 1, 2, 3 targets relight kickback and slash or supercharger loop. Supercharger: depending on the number of 1, 2, 3 targets scored, collect up to 10 million. Speed millions: continuous shots to the inner loop by the upper right flipper will score increasing unlimited speed millions. Video mode: in video mode, the player steers the car through 3 lanes filled with slow-moving cars while the police are yelling at him to pull over. The player begins in third gear and can shift from first to fifth. The player continues until they crash or pass a certain number of cars. The video mode is lit when completing third gear and remains lit until collected. Reception: Game Pro's brief review of the Game Boy version stated, "At first, this pinball game is innovative and fun. In the pinball section you can tilt the board, and when you hit special ramps you are put into a racing game. But the repetitive music and static graphics don't add much, and the gameplay quickly gets boring. Legacy. This table was ported onto the Game Boy in 1995. High Speed Roman 2 was released for the Pinball Arcade by Farsight Studios in August 2015, but was later removed on June 30, 2018 due to licensing issues. It is included as part of the Williams Volume 1 Tables for Pinball FX3 on October 9, 2018.